I don't know about you, but sometimes it feels like there's too many things in my life that are out of control. Too many things where I think, gosh, if only I could do something about that. Well, fear not. The guys from the team at Doctor on a Mission are here. Dr. Isabel and Chef Michael, kia ora. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Kia ora, Andrew.
Andrew, great to see you.
Now, well, today we are talking about taking control of our health, in particular our brain health. I know there'll be a lot of people listening to this at the moment who are saying, yeah, but that's something that I can't control. Okay, yes, I can maybe do something about other aspects of my health. But look, as I get older, my brain's not going to be as sharp as it used to be. That sort of thing, you roll the dice, you see what happens. I think the best news about the stuff that you guys do at Doctor on a Mission is that is not true. That actually, when it comes to our brain health, that is something which is within our control. We can take control of our brain health. We can do so with the choices that we make, right?
Oh, yes, we can. And I'll start it off.
Take it away.
Giving you something. Well, what happened to me, because you're exactly right. A lot of times we think, well, I can control my physical health, but not my brain health.
Yeah.
And what happened to me basically over a couple decades, about 20 years from the age of 30 to 50, I saw my physical health going downhill. I saw myself stepping into pre-diabetes. My parents died young of chronic disease. We now know that diabetes is also one of the precursors for Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah.
So I was heading down that track, and all I thought it was physical, but what I didn't realize, I was actually setting up my brain health for a crash and burn, shall I say.
Yeah.
And so it was that epiphany at the age of 50 that if I don't take control here and I don't get to come to myself and understand who I am and where I'm heading here, this is going to be a train wreck long term.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what happened to me.
Now, when it comes to brain health, some people, again, they compartmentalize. They go, okay, well, this is my physical health, and my brain's a part of that, but this is my mental health, and that's a totally different category. And that's something which we respond really differently. But again, one of the things that I love, the truth of what you guys are teaching and practicing is that mental health is brain health, and these are connected areas. Isabel, that's certainly your practice and your lived experience.
Yes, absolutely. And the best example I can give is, please understand that your brain is the size of a 1.3 kilogram slab of butter.
Yep.
Just and that butter runs your whole body.
Yeah.
So there's no disconnection. There's no disconnect. It's your brain runs your body.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to understand that there's a lot of contributors that are affecting our brain health.
Yeah.
And so if you just learn to take little baby steps, because that's the only way we learn how to take control of our brain health.
Yeah. No,
little baby steps.
I love the fact because, hey, you guys, I mean, Michael, as you said, you had this epiphany. You've made some changes. You've transformed your lifestyle and your health. For me, I'm the before picture in this, and it can get a bit intimidating. You can think, gosh, I don't know whether I could do that. And Isabel, last time you and I were chatting, 100 squats a day, that still terrifies me a little bit. But, for you today and for, I know you've talked to your mum who's in her 90s into doing squats, baby steps. I'm going to do one live on the radio today. Here we go. Okay, that's my first step towards better brain health.
Oh, yeah.
I just about fell over, which would have been fun live on the radio. But it is those first steps. It's about making that decision, about using our brains to say, okay, enough is enough. What's a good place to start for people who may be in that same space as me and going, yeah, look, I know I have to do this, but where do we start? What's a great first step?
A great first step. Did you want me to go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, a great first step. Let's talk about the squats.
Yeah.
Do 10 a day. Do 10 a day. Then the following week, do 20 a day.
See, that's more manageable immediately. 100 a day, I was just scared.
No.
That's me,
Yeah.
the fearless leader of the brain health revolution. Come on.
Yeah.
I got to be way ahead.
Okay. But 10 a day, again, that sounds manageable, and that's a great place to start. And again, it's busting that myth which says that, okay, if we want to work on our brain health, then, that's physical exercise and nutrition. These are the steps that we can take. These are the positive changes that we can make. That's not just so that we look great in our swim shorts. This is going to be helping our brain. It's going to be increasing our lifespan, right?
That's right.
Yes. And Andrew, even from, if you want to talk about just baby steps, just a baby step in nutrition would be just taking a look, just stopping and taking a look at what I'm eating during the day.
Okay.
What am I eating? And then what's actual food? If it's out of a box or a can or a sachet, it's not really food. It's been man-made.
Yeah.
Like, we have to look at, well, what was God-made food? What's on my plate here that God created? What came out of the ground naturally, and which is what I call live food.
Mm-hmm.
And just start to get in that process of understanding, how much of that live food, how much salad greens and veggies and fruits, how much of the real stuff am I actually eating? And just maybe take a week and think about and look at what you're having, and then start to make some small changes going along the way. Not, it's not going to happen overnight, but that would be a great first step, understanding, well, what am I actually nourishing my body with?
Yeah.
And then how can I start to make some changes from there? Just that first step.
Being aware of what we're shoving down our neck, actually, because again, if you wrote it down, it might be quite frightening, a very good place to start in that regard. Something else I love about what you guys do is also recognizing the spiritual aspect to our health, including our brain health, because there are some. It's very easy to I suppose, fall into the lie that, this is just the way it is. We've got to be stuck with this, that we can't make changes. But actually, this is a spiritual battle as well as a health battle. We don't need to believe those lies no more, right?
Oh, my heart is dancing that you brought this topic up. Oh, Andrew, you have to get to the point where you're like, devil, that is enough.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. And you have to come to yourself. You have to wake up, like Michael said, an epiphany, like, wow, really am in control. Dr. Isabel and Chef Michael are actually empowering me, encouraging me with the tools to do this, because it is a fight. And the devil wants nothing more than to kill, steal, and destroy our brain health, which runs our whole body, so that we're not durable, so that we don't have peace of mind, so that we are unwell like everybody is out there with chronic disease, because we can prevent that and we can even reverse it.
We're no use to the kingdom of God if we don't have physical health, if we don't have the mental health to do the work that God has called us to do. So don't believe those lies. Make a decision to start a change today with baby steps. Hey, a good place to start, 10 squats. I think that's doable. I'll get back to you. Hold me accountable, Isabel. You hold me accountable to that. 10 seems achievable. 100 just still scares me a lot. Hey, but
next year you'll be 100.
Not 100 years old. Sorry, that's not what you meant. I thought, gosh, it must look terrible. No, I mean, some good places to start, Michael, as you were saying, just being aware of what we're eating. Another good place to start, of course, is doctoronamission.com. Now, if people are hearing this today and they're thinking, wow, I never thought of this like that before, you guys have got a whole bunch of resources and programs and tips available online. DOCTORonamission.com. Guys, really, really value your ministry and the work that you do. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. God bless.